Another Friday and another video. Welcome back or welcome in general. And as usual, your host, The Shy Guy. Episode 2 of our little anime racing series. Episode 2 will be X Driver, which went on from 2000 to 2001. And here is our little synopsis. X Driver is set in the future, when all transportation is easily controlled by AI, artificial intelligence. Though like all machines, they tend to break down or lose control or are reprogrammed. This is where three high school students with non-AI cars, a Subaru WRX, a Super 7, and a Lotus, come in to save the day and make sure the public is safe at all times. Actually, you know what? Quite a lot of these anime seem to be set into the future, which is kind of nice because obviously, I mean, AI has been growing progressively, at least over last year and this year, and it's becoming a bit more of the yikes situation in terms of throwing people out of the creativity industry. And at some point, I do hope that AI cars aren't really a thing, as much as I even hate electric cars to be a thing over diesel and petrol cars or gas-driven cars if you're in America. But it just takes the fun out of manual cars, if anything, you know. And if anything, as someone who got their license in February, gear controlling within my little manual car at the time was a Fiesta. Gear controlling is probably one of my favorite things to do whilst driving. So the factual basis of an automatic or an electric car don't really appeal to me, and AR cars are definitely not going to appeal to me either. Subaru WRX. Pretty sure I can imagine what that car is. Super 7, I have no idea what that is. And of course, I'm gonna know a Lotus if it's from Britain. And that's that. So, we don't really have much trailers for this anime. I think there's like two distinctively very different ones, and they're only about less than 2 minutes long, so I'll be covering both trailers to that and leave a review afterwards. And we are starting off with trailer 1, which I believe, as vaguely said in its description, that this is an extract from a DVD physical release of some sort. Not entirely too sure, but hey ho, as long as you have a trailer, that's all that really matters. And let's get started. Nope. Already start with an inverted picture effect. Okay, not entirely too crazy about the 90s dramatic music in order for the racing. Doesn't give much of an atmosphere, but gives off very 90s vibes at least. And the effects is pretty decent as well. Well, the animation at least, to some extent. Again, very 90s. Okay. I'd want to say forgive me on not recognizing cars straight away, even if I have watched Initial D. I'm not the best of identifying cars unless a car does look familiar, and I will say it looks familiar, but other than that, I can't really recognize them straight away. Also, yeah, as much as a lot of talking should be done in reactions, but it's a little bit hard to do that because I am watching them for the first time. I'm not watching them beforehand because where's the fun in that, you know? Yeah, but let's move on to trailer 2 before I, want to break down my thoughts on it entirely. So this is the Japanese theatrical trailer of X Driver. Again, only 1 minute and 36 seconds, just like the other one. And as per usual, links in the description. Oh, at least we get some Japanese in this one, that's fine. See, this one's more intense for getting thrills of what the anime shows. Oh, hell yeah. Not much for scenery, but it's starting to show a little bit of the Subgnosis coming in. I mean, we can already see the main 3 girls of this. I think it was 3, or something like that. But yeah, no, look, the AI machine's all going wrong in somewhat. Racing as well. Is that effect? Is the style of their racing also like the CGI that they used in Initial D? Because unlike the last trailer, it was all drawn out and everything, but now it looks like it's CGI animation of the cars. Either way, it still looked pretty thrilling, that's for sure. So the animation itself looks pretty clean and pretty decent. The storyline, as you can see, some aspects of it. Obviously, if you understood Japanese, you would get more of the storyline in, but because I personally don't understand Japanese. I'm always watching animes with the Japanese but English subs, because English dubs is just, what are you trying to do with your life? But no, we can see some aspects of the plot line in it, so that's pretty decent and all. And the animation looks pretty steady. It looks a little bit like not as smooth and not as like progressive, unlike other animes we've seen. And this isn't just because of 2001. However, it does still look pretty pretty intriguing as it is. Haven't got much on scenery, so I can't work much on that. We've only got shots of maybe a downtown city and a racetrack and others, but yeah, no, that's got potential. And I think this one's got quite a steady fan base as well. I mean, it was mentioned a couple of times when you look up racing animes to watch. But for us, I don't know how big it is within Initial D community or the Wangan Midnight community. In our Initial D community, we all love Mako and Sayuki, so we need more female racers. I mean, it's not just a man's sport. I'm not being a feminist. I can't be a feminist anyway, if the spirit's got no gender, but there needs to be more women. Animes need to be focused a little bit more on women. I know you can get animes exclusively about women, for women, but we kind of need more masculine ones with women who are both masculine and feminine. So the fact that the gender is quite strong within this is also quite another intriguing point to go on and work on. So if anything, you want to see more female racing drivers and more heroic, masculine but not too masculine and feminine female characters, I would probably have to recommend this anime to you, and that's that. Unless I can find anything else. If not, however, I think I will make a start on this one sometime very soon. And links on my YouTube channel for my serialized account which is reviewing TV shows and anime shows. So you might want to check that one out if you have it, or if you just want to know what content I'm getting up to. So if you've enjoyed that one, links down in the description for that. Obviously, leave a comment on your thoughts, so forth, like the video if you liked the video. I mean, obviously I'm not expecting likes, more or less views, if anything. Views are a better number than likes. Doesn't matter anyways. Stick around for the content to come, and I shall see you next Friday with the next anime, and we'll just see where that goes from there.